Well, hello everyone. Welcome to, or rather maybe I should, at this point I should say welcome back to Black Rock Mountain. Now, you're probably wondering, why are we here? Well, I decided, why don't we try and do something a little fun today? Why don't we try and take a look at something that actually used to be around back in vanilla and has actually gotten revamped a couple of times. I think it may have been revamped in Kata. I'm not entirely sure about that. And then it was revamped again in Warlords of Draenor. It's a dungeon by the name of... Oh, I had this set up, my bad. Upper Blackrock Spire. Now, you're probably wondering, why are we taking a look at this dungeon? Well, that's because, at least back in the vanilla version, this was the location of one of the most well-known, famous, and infamous moments that this game has ever been involved in. And it's a pop culture thing that many people know about. You guys know what I'm referring to. Leroy Jenkins! Yeah, that. That. So, I found out that there is not only an achievement for this, which apparently has actually changed over time with each of the couple different revamps, and I double-checked this. This actually used to be a 10-man dungeon back in vanilla. And that's where that video of Leroy Jenkins, that's where that actually happened, because you remember in the beginning of the video, it's a group of 10 players just standing around discussing what they're about to do. And we'll get to that little portion here, so... Hold on. About Leroy Jenkins. But as you can see, yeah, many players still come here to do Molten Core and Blackwing Lair, excuse me. And trust me, I've already done my time as a paladin in Blackwing Lair. I have the entire, I'll go ahead and show this off for a moment. I have the entire Judgment set from Blackwing Lair for the paladin. I'm very, very happy I have that. But, we'll stop and talk a bit more about the video in that moment when we get to the area that I believe the video was shot at, which I believe has somewhat been revamped. I'm not entirely sure about that. Keep in mind, I don't think I've ever actually done this dungeon before. So, the fact that this was revamped for up to Warlords, where you can now even do this on Mythic, is pretty interesting. So, just to be safe, because the achievement says you have to do this on Heroic, and as you can see here, it says assist the achievement Leroy ? Assist Leroy Jenkins in recovering his devout shoulders in Upper Blackrock Spire on Heroic difficulty, and the reward you get is the title of Jenkins. Remember, they were about to go into there because Leroy needed better shoulders, so he could, because he was a paladin, and so he could heal better, so because he'd have more mana. So, why would I not do this on my paladin? So, let's head on in. So, I was out here because I wanted to show you guys the entrance. So, when you come into Black Rock Mountain, of course, many of us know where the entrances to Molten Core and Blackwing Lair are. The entrance to Molten Core is right down there. And the entrance to Blackwing Lair is right through that doorway and then up there. However, if you look at the map exclusively for Black Rock Spire here, you'll note there's the entrances, although that's a little deceptive. It's actually down here. But there's Blackrock Depths. Oh my gosh, Blackrock Depths. You want to talk about dungeons in vanilla? Look at the size of this. Look at how many bosses there are here. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of bosses. And the map in this dungeon is huge. Look at the size of this map. That's my gosh. I went through that one time and I thought, I hope I never have to go through this again. But here's Blackrock Caverns, here is Lower Blackrock Spire, and then here's Upper Blackrock Spire. So, you go through this doorway as if you're going to go to Blackwing Lair, but instead of going that way, you just go straight ahead over here. And the dungeon for lower will be right there. But if you go up this ramp here, you'll get to go to Upper Blackrock Spire. So what's the story of this dungeon nowadays? Let me switch this up. The history of this imposing fortress is long and complex, carved into the fiery core of Blackrock Mountain by the Dark Iron Clan centuries ago, and eventually taken by the Black Dragon Nefarian and his brood. The upper reaches of Blackrock Spire are now home to the Iron March Vanguard, as preparations to use the Spire as the staging ground for a full-scale invasion of Azeroth continue. The Iron Horde has set up a terrifying contingency plan, a doomsday weapon within the heart of Blackrock Mountain. So, I set this to heroic. Let's head on inside and check this out. And see if I can get this achievement. I mean, if there's one thing that people outside of, you know, community circles of WoW know about, it's the Leroy Jenkins thing. It's just become so well known and so popular. It's been memed, it's been parodied by other things. There was a bit in a Family Guy episode where they just recreated the whole Leroy Jenkins video. It was amazing. You know, with the whelps and everything. You'll see what I mean when we get there. So everything in here is level 100, but of course, I can just absolutely wreck and annihilate everything.
I need a target.
And this is on heroic. I'll redo this at some point on mythic, because I do need to do the Warlord's dungeons on mythic if I want to get those achievements, if I want to be able to get some of those other rewards that you can get. Plus, the gear you can get in here on mythic is purple transmogs instead of blue, because no one wants blue transmogs, right? It's all about the purple. What an interesting layout here for this portion of the map. So there's 3 levels here. We have Dragon Spire Hall, we have the Rookery, and we have the Hall of Blackhand, where we are going to get to see a familiar face in here from Cataclysm.
I need to get closer. I don't have a target.
Because, of course, Garrosh was going to be seeking out all possible resources and such.
I need a target.
Again, this is the first time I've done this dungeon, so forgive me if I end up getting a little lost. Huh. Oh, I had to defeat them all in order to open this doorway to continue. Oh. Oh my. Orbender Gorishan, a powerful elementalist with a natural affinity for shaping and channeling his powers through metal. Gorishan was part of the Iron Horde Vanguard in their initial invasion of Azeroth. He bides his time waiting for further orders by attempting to unravel the secrets of the dark iron runes left behind by the Spire's creators. Drop it, the consecration, like, do you mind? Ooh. Better cooking. Teach me the Draenor cooking recipes. Grilled saberfish. So we have to disable the conduits in order to fight the boss. Makes sense.
Who dares disturb my research? You can have no
Defeat him without allowing him to cast Thundering Cannon 4 times on heroic difficulty. Huh. Petrified Willow. One-handed mace. I have so many maces. This is what happens when you main a shaman. Where are you? I'm just looking for the purple. Ah! Wait a minute. That's something else. Isn't it? That almost looks like a soda can. Be amazing if there was like something that looks like chicken in here. Ah, I think this is it right here. Yep. Okay, so this right here, this is the doorway right here. This is where they were all standing around. Obviously, this has changed a bit because this is here. But this should be right here, the doorway that they went into to the rookery where all the whelpling eggs were. Where they were all gathered around talking about how to deal with all of the whelping ads and trash that were going to be in this room. That they were going to have to try and really figure out and coordinate so they could get to the next boss, Kyrak. And I'm very curious. Now, I believe a previous version of this, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, back in Cataclysm, that if you came in here, you would actually find the body of Leroy somewhere. And I think, like, there was the achievement used to be you would go in here and you would try to just walk amongst all the eggs, have at least 50 whelplings around, and then just take them all down, and that would be the achievement you would get. So I'm very curious as to how this is going to work. Because I don't see him here, and I'm wondering, is he actually going to be inside this room? Well, before we go in there, by the way, I love that they actually added these little marks here to the journal so you can actually keep track of the bosses you've beaten in Dungeons and Raids. Very nice little touch. Kyrak, one of the last remaining survivors of Nefarian's twisted experiments. Kyrak was spared by the Iron Horde and tasked with finding ways to preserve and fortify the few Black Dragonflight eggs remaining in the Spire rookery. Iron Horde emissaries quickly struck a deal with the cunning dragon. Okay, where is Leroy? Come on, Leroy, you're supposed to be
Too
there.
far away.
Excellent. More raw materials. I can feel music. Repurpose me.
Huh. I have a feeling I did this wrong. Oh, he's here! Redemption! Because I'm a paladin, I can revive him! I res you, Leroy Jenkins!
What? Where am I? I am so tired. Wait a second. It's coming back to me. This is Blackrock's Spire. And we are here to vanquish evil and get some much-needed loot. I remember it all now. You are my pals. My pals for life.
Pals for life!
Huh. Weird. Thought there were more of you. No matter. You are the brains, the creators of the perfect plan, and I am the one who will enact that plan with surgical accuracy. But first, I'm hungry. It's like I haven't
Chicken.
eaten in 8 years. Guess I'll just cook this chicken that I have in my bag while you devise our plan of attack.
Oh, all the jokes, all the
Yep,
references.
I will cook this completely not rotted chicken that I have in my bag. You all just go ahead and devise the perfect plan.
Until Leroy's chicken finishes cooking and starts enacting your plan of attack. So I guess what I'm supposed to do, am I supposed to clear out the rest of this place so that when he charges that he won't get killed? Is that how this is supposed to work? Hold on a second. Let me double check this. Okay. I'm looking at the thing on the achievement from Wowhead. Resurrect Leroy as soon as he is alive. You can leave him and begin trash, effectively adding 70s to 900 seconds timer. Kill every mob up to and including the arena boss. Kill every mob up to and including the Son of the Beast, including 2 ogre guards near the door to the bridge of Ragewing area. Son of the Beast is not marked on the dungeon map. If you have low DPS and need to engage, as Leroy is running to you, drag the beast to the opposite corner. Leroy runs in. After he loots the beast, he will automatically become your follower and magically levels from 60 to 100. Okay. Huh. So just to double check this. Okay. I mean, obviously at this point it's not an issue because I can just be able to just completely annihilate all the trash pretty much for the rest of this dungeon.
I don't have a target.
And if I just have to clear everything out just so he won't get killed, that shouldn't be a problem at all.
I'm out of range.
I cannot believe there is a chicken timer at the top of the screen. That is amazing. It's such a great... Man, how much fun did the devs have designing this whole bit here with Leroy Jenkins? That's just fantastic.
I need to get closer.
Don't be Captain America. Boom! Man, I love playing... This is why I love playing Prop Paladin these days. I just love being able to just hurl my shield like Captain America and just clear everything out. Just pow! Aha! Tharbek and Zayla.
Commander Tharbek, it seems your troops have allowed a group of pitiful heroes to sneak past them.
I apologize for this failure, Warlord Zayla. The Iron March will take care of these intruders. Iron March! Kill them, or I will kill you!
Kill the one in that dress!
Excuse me?
I'm out of range. I need a
Well
target.
done, Commander. But it
I
seems the
need to
intruders
target
are still
something
quite
first.
alive!
What?
It's too far away.
Unacceptable! Kill them, you fools!
I'm out of range.
This is pitiful! Do your men not know where the sharp part of the axe goes?
I don't understand. These intruders fight with the fury of Gromash himself.
I will hear no more of these excuses. I am going to go prepare the weapon. Take care of these invaders.
It's too far away.
I will show you how a true orc deals with failure.
Yes, my
I
lord.
don't
I will handle this personally. Fetch my mount. I am tired of watching you peons disgrace my iron
I
horde.
like what I'm hearing from your planning, pals. It is very well thought out and mathematically flawless.
Now, let us finish this. My warlord.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target. It's too far away. I need a target.
Oh my goodness.
I need to get closer.
Okay, that's all of them. By the way, can you tell why some people thought that Zayla was possibly going to have a thing with Garrosh? That was something that a lot of people speculated on and wondered about. That Zayla was like so loyal to Garrosh that there was actually going to be some kind of thing going on between them. I know, right? Ugh. Ugh. That is a ton of time.
I don't have a target.
I guess that's part of the joke of the video, is that there was like a timer that he went to go cook the chicken while they were all discussing plans on how to approach the next
Target
room.
something first. I don't have a target.
Okay. Huh. Huh.
I'm out of range. I need a target.
Just wiping everything. Son of the beast. I'm almost expecting a gigantic beast to walk out of those shadows there. Because, well, it kind of seems like the perfect setup for something like that, doesn't it? I still have 400 seconds on this timer. All right, so let me recheck this. Huh. Effectively adding 70 seconds to the 900-second timer. Kill every mob up to and including the arena boss. Kill every mob up to and including the Son of the Beast, including the 2 ogre guards near the door to the bridge of the Rage Wing area. Stun CC the grip the ogre casters that try to open the cages will greatly speed you up. Son of the Beast is not marked on the dungeon map, but he is before Rage Wing. If you have low DPS and need to engage the Son of the Beast as Leroy is running to you, drag the beast to the opposite corner and stack in that area so that as Leroy runs in, he will not run through fire trails. He will move to where the Son of the Beast was standing originally, and he will wait there safely until you kill the beast to run over and loot his shoulders. This also gave our low item level group lots of extra time, as the beast was 50% HP when Leroy got to that room. After he loots the beast, he will automatically become your follower. It magically levels from 60 to 100. So basically, I have done as much as I guess I'm supposed to do. because we took down that, and so I guess the actual beast is going to show up when the timer goes down and Leroy shows up in here, and then I can just quickly take that beast down, and he'll be able to get the shoulders, and that will effectively get the achievement. I forgot to read this about Tharbek. Commander Tharbek, a cunning warrior of the Warsong clan. Tharbek was entrusted with the task of leading the expeditionary Iron March assault through the Dark Portal. Following Garrosh's instructions, he made his way to the home of the Blackrock Orcs in Azeroth to rally forces for the next phase of the operation. Pretty soon, we're going to be going up against Ragewing the Untamed. Ragewing is a gargantuan proto-drake raised in the Twilight Highlands by the Dragonmaw clan. Her indomitable spirit has kept her from being broken and used as a mount, although she has formed a close bond with Warlord Zayla herself, following her to Blackrock Spire and roosting its cavernous halls. And then lastly, Warlord Zayla. When Garrosh instructed the Iron March Vanguard as to their mission in Azeroth, he urged them to rendezvous with an old ally whom he knew would be fierce, loyal, and thirsting for revenge. Zayla, warlord of the Dragonmaw clan, now, as she readies a doomsday weapon in the heart of Blackrock Mountain, her moment of vengeance draws near. So let me double check. Alright, so that's the room. Or maybe this is the room right here. Actually, yeah, it is, because look. There's Ragewing. Hello. Where are you going? The whelps! The whelps! Alright, so Ragewing's effective at this point. Alright. I'm pretty sure that is everything. Huh. I guess it's another way to exit the dungeon. Timer's almost up for Leroy with that chicken. Chicken's almost done. So by the end of this, he can be like, well, at least I have chicken. It's not my fault. You know what's funny? I just realized I used my, because of course I'm a paladin, I have redemption. I have a res. What if I came here as a class that didn't have res? Would I have been able to revive him, or would it have just been like, nope, you can't do it? Let me just double check these rooms just to make sure that all the ads and trash are done. Taken down. Pretty sure I have cleared the whole area. Where is he? Oh, he's over here. Leroy. Back away. I'm cooking my chicken.
All right, chums, I'm back. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
A little different than the original, but not bad. Leroy Jenkins! What, like you've never tried that before? Please, I was there at BlizzCon when they were celebrating the 25th anniversary and they played that clip. Like, everyone in the crowd did it. He's jumping in. He's like, woohoo! Just gotta follow him. Bridge over troubled water. I can always do that some other time. Alright, so I have a feeling this thing is going to appear there in just a moment.
My devout shoulders!
Never
I
mind.
knew they were here. My quest is complete. Now time for a little well-deserved rest and relaxation. If you need
He's
me,
a garrison
I'll
follower.
be back at your garrison.
That's amazing. Ah. Well, I'm gonna have to do that on my my shaman since he's the one I'm mainly going through all the Draenor stuff with. Now the team had said you can only do that on heroic, though I would think you could try and do this on mythic. So I'll have to test that out at some point. Hold on. Why don't we go ahead and try out our new title? Jenkins, yeah! Oh, there's Galactus. Oh, I want that mount.
It's too far away.
I guess I didn't realize that he actually becomes a garrison follower. That's fantastic. I love that.
I need to target something first. I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
There
Have
she
you
is.
come to get a front row seat for Stormwind's destruction?
I'm out of range.
Good. I have been waiting for a fight.
We have been waiting to take you down since Cataclysm.
Flames will consume so begun. I have failed you.
Huh. I wonder why that's just chilling there now. So, that was the Warlords version. Obviously, there's no way I can be able to show you what the original vanilla version of Upper Blackrock Spire was like. But that is what you can do nowadays when it comes to having some fun with the whole Leroy Jenkins thing. I hope you guys, this video was a little helpful perhaps in showing you how to do it. Obviously, if you can go in there with, if you have a 120 character, as you saw, I can just kind of wreck these guys. And this character is only at a 339 item level, so not really a big deal. And this was only on heroic. You know, I'll try this on mythic, see how much more difficult it actually is, whether or not you can actually do this on mythic if you want, but it has to be at least on heroic if you want to do the Leroy Jenkins achievement. I just find it funny, he just walked over, the corpse of the beast had already faded away, and he just kind of like, oh look, it's right here. That was great. I will see you guys next time.